Hi everybody, nice to have you here. I'm out here and it's cold and wet and windy. So why am I outside here? Well, I'm planting or putting down seeds for a very special plant, sea kale. And normally it grows on the sea line, by the sea. It grows wild all over Europe and it's very popular in England. And it's an old traditional plant. It's an old traditional kale, and it came with the Romans to England. So they brought it up there. They liked it. And then it stayed in England and became a wild plant. And now there is not so much of it. It's seldom you see one. I'm here in Vilnius, so I'm far away from the sea, but I will try to grow it here anyway. I will test it. And why? Why do I want this kale? What's special with it? Well, it's a perennial, and that means it grows for many years. It can grow for almost 20. I've heard people who had their kale, their sea kale for 30 years. So that means it's a very functional kale for the north, where I am, because we have the food gap, and that means we need to grow all our food half of the year, the summer half, and then the winter year we must eat from the summer harvest and store it. But if you can have these perennials, then they survive over winter and they are the first to sprout and give leaves and so on. So this is the first thing you can eat. So you close the food gap or the hunger gap. So that's why I want these kinds of plants and all kinds of perennials, because perennials are better than annuals. So why am I out now? Yeah, I was a little bit late. I couldn't get seeds until now. So sea kale, it's a little bit complicated. It is what we call double stratification, or you need to double stratificate them, and that means it not only need cold, and then after a cold period the seed can sprout. No, it must have cold warm in a couple of times, and that's more complicated. So that's what I want it out now, and hope for that we will have this strange winter that we have, because right now it's very cold and then warm and then cold again. So I hope I will succeed of growing sea kale here. That will be very unique for this area. Wish me luck. And if you have some tips for me, if you're an expert on sea kale or you have some experience, please let me know what you have experienced, because I really don't know what I'm doing here. Have a nice day.